What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and I have finally checked which day we are on. We are on day 26, and I got something to share with you guys. Okay, I feel like the people who come just from the bras video, you guys are not going to like this video per se, because in this video, I'm going to be going back to my roots, talking about Trisha Paytas, and not necessarily talking about Trisha Paytas because, you know, everybody's talking about Trisha Paytas right now, but I'm going to talk about how people who hate Trisha Paytas are strange. Now, not all of them. I mean, you guys can have your reasonable reasons on why you do not like Trisha Paytas, but specifically the people that I encounter on Reddit, like Reddit, to be on Reddit, you gotta be kind of toxic, okay? I kind of feel like that. I'm sorry. Reddit has a lot of toxic behaviors around it, but there's something about the unreasonable people that you meet on the internet, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it after this intro.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Okay, Jones Bones, and we are back, and I felt like I was under attack yesterday. I was completely under attack yesterday by pointing out a reasoning. I think it was logical, right? And the reasoning is I'm a part of a group on Reddit called Frenemies2. Now, we had an original Frenemies Reddit, but like supposedly that person was a Trisha stan, and they wouldn't let any information about any of the bad that Trisha might have been doing on that Reddit. They were highly censored on the original Frenemies thing, right? And so when they added or made a new Frenemies, I joined that Frenemies as well. Why? Because I like to get the information, okay? And while there might be a group that won't necessarily allow the bad things to come to light, there was another group that gave us the other side of that story, right? And I think that it's completely reasonable for me to be a Trisha stan and then also want to hear about the things that Trisha has done that was not that nice, okay? But according to Trisha's haters, it is completely unreasonable for me to want to hear about the things that Trisha has done wrong. Because just because I like Trisha, I am a piece of a piece of crap. I am the scum of the universe, just like Trisha, because she's the scum of the universe. And therefore, because I like her, I am also the scum of the universe. Now, I have made a statement before talking about how the people you surround yourself with are also you, right? And I definitely believe that the people you surround yourself with on a day-to-day manner are also you. But I'm not surrounding myself with the Trisha on a day-to-day manner. I'm not walking down the street and this is my best friend and telling best friend and best friend over here saying racist things, and I'm like, go ahead, I guess. No, it's not. I'm not directly interacting with this person. I just see this person as a star. Okay, this person is further on their YouTube journey than I am. But some people on the internet cannot fathom why I would even like, why? So let me tell you guys, let me wet my face because I need to be washing and talking. Now, it's dark back there. It's raining today, but it is morning. So that's one thing, you know. But my face is wet. Let's get into it. So this person makes a post on Reddit. Oh my gosh, why are there so many Trisha stans in Frenemies, okay? If you guys don't know, Frenemies was a podcast, somewhat YouTube channel, not YouTube channel, but it was a podcast on a YouTube channel called H3. And Frenemies was a podcast between one of the hosts of H3, which is Ethan, and Trisha Paytas, okay? They've come together because Trisha is pretty much doing Ethan's brother-in-law, so you know it's a family affair. So they start doing a collab together, whoop and it ends in shambles. Okay, Trisha, she be having her emotional moments, and she snapped. She went back and she snapped again, and she was like, you know what? I'm pulling away, right? And I'm not in her head and stuff like that. Everybody hated her the second time around, which I feel like she did worse the first time around. And this is something that I honestly have spoken out about whenever anyone cares to actually hear my point of view, which is not often, because just because I am a Trisha stan, my point of view is completely unreasonable because I stan Trisha. And my standing actually started because people would say that I was a Trisha stan simply because I would point out that, hey, the first fight that they had in which she was cursing people out and like had a big meltdown, that didn't happen the second time, so it shows growth, which I truly believe that the second fight showed growth, and I didn't necessarily understand the big backlash behind it. I think people just didn't like Trisha, and they were just using any situation to kind of be like, screw you, because everybody's bringing up the past now, and I just want to point out that that past already existed when the present was happening. Y'all were liking her. So like, it's kind of strange for me. It truly is strange for me, right? It truly is strange for me. But it's like the past right now is Trisha pretty much doing things that have made her, honestly, a really horrible role model to look up to. I am an adult, so I also have the knowledge to know that I'm not going to be doing this or that or that, and I don't agree with the racist things or the things that she has made or may not have done. When I see posts that have proof of her doing these things, I think, wow, that was a really messed up thing to do. But I didn't like Trisha Paytas from the past. I haven't been following Trisha Paytas for the entire 15 years that she's been on the internet. I've been following her for the last couple of years. I've been following her through her Frenemies thing. And what I liked about her wasn't her past. What I liked about her was what I saw in the present, okay? And people seem to be unable to really understand it. And they don't really care to really understand that I was not supporting Trisha Paytas when she was making these bad skits and she was being bad. I was not supporting her. And at this point, me coming to support her when I see her doing good is not supporting her when she was doing bad either. I think that that is very important to point out. And by also telling everyone, if you like her, you are a piece of crap. You are the scum beneath the earth. You are keeping people who would like to have the knowledge, people who could be brought around on your side to be like, okay, well, I don't necessarily agree with the things that she did in her previous life. I like her in this moment right now. I do find her funny in this moment right now. But if she is that controversial of a topic, I'll just walk away from it because I don't want to have to deal with this. They are keeping people from being in that in-between where they can say, hey, I recognize that she did bad things in the past, and I do not support that. I like the comedy skits that she does now, and I'm here because I hope that she continues to be accountable for her actions, but also continue to put out good things. Continue to put out things that make me feel good, right? But no, people want to polarize the situation. They want to do black or white. You either hate her or you are a piece of crap with her. If you like someone today and that someone in the past did something that went to jail and then they kind of dealt with the consequences of the thing that they went to jail, and you like that person after they came out of jail, you are a piece of crap because that person did that thing in the past. That is the type of polarizing kind of information that is going on right now. And people hate to hate. Matter of fact, people love to hate. So, I was in the group, Reddit group, and someone was like, why are Trisha stans in this Frenemies podcast? In this Frenemies Reddit group. Let me be precise. Why are y'all in this Frenemies Reddit group? Y'all are disliking posts about her. Y'all are pieces of crap, and y'all are trying to tell us what we can and cannot say. Now, if I see something that I don't agree with in the Frenemies group, I don't necessarily downvote it. The only times I downvote something is when they are just being outrightiously nasty, okay? And they are using false information, okay? For example, at one point, people tried to bring up the domestic abuse situation, and they posted the photo again, and they were like, yeah, this just happened. They tried to give a connotation that she is currently domestically abusing Moses, and they keep trying to make this argument. The picture that they used was the picture that we already known about. The picture that they used was the picture that we already have spoken about. And my thing is, you can make the argument that she is a domestic abuser with that picture and be upfront. Hey, this picture was taken in the past. But don't bring that picture up and be like, this picture was just taken last week. You know, that is a lie. You are speculating with false information, okay? If you can come forward with current information and make that argument, I can't say anything if you're telling the truth. I'm not going to dislike your post if you're telling the truth. But if you're purposely using misleading information for new people to come in and look at that post and make a opinion based off of this post that you're using misleading information for, that sucks, and I will downvote that. And that is the only time I've ever downloaded anything in that group. I don't understand what they mean when they say that we're just here to try to keep them from being able to speak about what they want to speak about. Some of you guys are out there just wanting to speak horrible about Trisha Paytas. Okay, fine and dandy. People aren't going to necessarily want to see that. They're going to downvote it. You're being hateful for hateful sake, okay? People don't necessarily like that. I was bullied in middle school. If I see someone bullying someone, I don't care if that person is a piece of crap. I'm not going to stand by and be like, I'm going to like this. I'm either not going to interact with it, or I'm going to downvote it depending on what you are saying, okay? And I don't understand why it's that big of a deal, but it is that big of a deal because people on the Frenemies posts feel attacked by Trisha Paytas stands not liking what they have to say. Which is weird. It's strange, okay? Because we're not all the same. We are not going to think the same way. We do not. It feels very much controlling. Okay, let me go back. It feels very much controlling if people cannot have a separate opinion than you. And if they do have a separate opinion than you, they are now pieces of crap. And just because I would consider myself more of a Trisha stan, why? Because I like where she's going with her channel. I like that she deleted the videos. I liked her from the beginning, first of all. I didn't like her from the beginning of like when she started her channel. I liked her from the beginning of around Frenemies, okay? I was like, she's a familiar face. I remember when she was breaking down crying on her kitchen floor. That's when I came into the Trisha Paytas saga, okay? And I didn't follow her like crazy around that time, but I did follow her Patreon for a little bit back then because I liked how she was open and talking about, you know, the naughty things, okay? I like grown folks television, okay? Tell me about some naughty things, okay? Spice, sprinkle it into my life. I was in college, and when I met Trisha Paytas, she was in her living room, in her kitchen, crying on the floor, and I was in my life, right? That's about 3 years ago. I was in my life wanting to unalive myself and also losing my crap. So I met Trisha when I was down and she was down. I was like, okay. And so when I see her go back up, I was like, you know what? Going up is possible. That is all it is. I saw someone who was having a hard time and I saw people laughing at them because they were having a hard time. Because let's pause for a moment. I saw someone who was having a hard time mentally, clearly on drugs, and I saw people laughing at this person that was struggling. And I saw myself in Trisha Paytas. I was struggling, and I had no one who cared about me or who was there for me to help me when I was struggling. I felt like Trisha Paytas in that moment. And so now all of these years have passed and I am doing better mentally and I see her doing better. That is what I'm here for. I'm here because when I was down, and I saw someone go back up, it made me have the motivation. It made me have the hope. It made me have the power within myself to recognize that I was going to go back up. I'm not watching her from all of those years ago making these horrible jokes. And I'm watching her now, and I'm seeing her not make these horrible jokes. I'm seeing her learn from her mistakes. This is where I came in from. Everybody is able to grow. Everybody is able to learn. Everybody is able to evolve. We are not stuck with where we were in the past. We are never stuck with where we were in the past. We are not stuck by our childhood. We are not stuck by our parents. We are not stuck by situations that have happened to us. Because if I was stuck by my past, my parents, situations that happened to me, I would not be here. And I think that it's really strange that people want to keep this, once a piece of crap, always a piece of crap. Is that what you believe? Is that how you believe in life? Who has taught you that? Have you taught yourself that? Think about it. Reverberate on that. Go back in the past and look at yourself and see, have you not changed? Because if you haven't changed, you're talking more about yourself than you are talking about Trisha Paytas. But the thing that gets me, the thing that gets me really fired up about this situation is not because people just hate me because I like Trisha Paytas. Okay, cool. That is why I consider myself a Trisha fan or a Trisha stan, is because if I speak in her regards, if I speak and I'm saying, I don't think she's completely a piece of crap, I am hated on. So it's easier to just put myself in the category with a Trisha stan. They are nice to me there. They don't call me a piece of crap there. They are nice. Why would I not choose the nice people? Why would I not choose? It's either go to people that are like, oh my gosh, queen, she's so pretty today. Or go to the people that's like, oh my gosh, she's so fat and ugly. When I have been at one point in my life bullied, I'm going to go to the people that are just like, okay, she looking nice today. Like, why wouldn't I want to go to the positive side if the dark side is also saying that I am a piece of crap for thinking, oh yeah, her outfit was cute today. So, my thing is, they ask, why are we there? What business do we have being in that group? I opened up, I said, I think that they're here because it is a Frenemies group, and Frenemies wasn't just H3, it was also Trisha. And also there might be some people who are here that want to hear the other side of Trisha, because I can agree that Trisha that Reddit, blind sundolls, I don't know the whole name, the Trisha Reddit can be a echo chamber. It can be an echo chamber, and they only talk about the good things that Trisha has done. And they will downvote the bad things. If you come in there and you're talking about the bad things, they will automatically feel like you are an attacker on Trisha and you are downvoted. I want to be able to get the whole truth. I want to be able to have all of the information that Reddit won't give me. So I joined the Frenemies Reddit. And I spoke about it. I was like, some people are here because, it's frenemies. We want to still be able to talk about frenemies. What about the people that don't want to talk about like how it ended? What about the people that want to talk about the things we learned from that situation? What if the people who want to come back and just reminisce on when the times were good? There's nowhere on the internet for that right now. There's nowhere on the internet for us to just reminisce when Frenemies was good. Now it is war. For what? For what? If people do not agree with you, if they are not affecting you in a day-to-day manner, pack your angry bag and go stay in a forest until the anger has dissipated into the leaves, okay? You do not need to be carrying that anger with you. My irritation behind the people that don't like Trisha is never they don't like Trisha, okay? My irritation isn't you have a different opinion than me. My irritation is you cannot allow me to speak. You cannot allow my words to be logical because I like Trisha Paytas, I am never logical. It's weird. It's strange. But on top of that, I made my statement on the Reddit, and I said, you know, they're probably here for this. And then that pretty much branded me, oh, you're pretending not to like Trisha Paytas, and you're in this group being a Trisha Paytas stan. I never pretended not to like Trisha Paytas. There's this weird idea going around that there's Trisha Paytas stans going into the Frenemies group pretending not to like Trisha Paytas to try to control the narrative. That is strange. That is weird, and that is stupid. I'm going to tell you why. You can go under someone's name. You can click their name and you can see their post history. That is something that I referenced in the very first comment that I made. It doesn't make sense that people are pretending to not like Trisha Paytas. It doesn't make sense that they're pretending to be a Trisha Paytas hater to control the narrative if all you gotta do is and read their list, to read their thing. This person takes me as, oh, you're pretending to just be a Trisha Paytas stan. You're pretending to be reasonable. I don't know where they got that from, but someone thought, oh, I see that you are doing a review of her skincare products. You better watch yourself. So, I give you an answer to your question, why are the Trisha stans here? I give you an answer to the question, and then you guys think that it's okay to threaten me about how I gotta watch myself because they already know that I have a YouTube channel. Sorry, excuse my French for a minute. Bitch, I posted my videos in public, in a public space, and in the very comment in the beginning, I said you can click their names and know what they are doing on Reddit. You know what I have posted. The fact is, they decided to go on my channel and search all up and down my channel to find this information. My camera always wants to die when I'm going off. My camera always wants to tell me to take a moment and pause, because the irritation that I feel behind it is more so related to how toxic this has become. It's more so related to how some of these people, because I know it's not all Trisha haters, and I know that you have a reasonable reason to dislike Trisha haters, but my irritation is more so, you're saying that I'm a piece of crap and you're insulting me, and you don't even want to understand why I'm moving the way I'm moving. You don't care about why I'm moving the way I'm moving. You guys don't care about my feelings. You guys don't care about this or that. And because I have started to lean towards this side that is accepting me with love, I'm getting a lot of pushback from this other side that are just like, yeah, go, you piece of crap. And it's just like, it's easier for a lot of people to just be like, I'm going here, or just to pull away. And it's frustrating for me because I'm not the type to say one thing and mean another. I'm not the type to like, oh, this and this and that, and change my mind. My mind is still going to remain the same. At this point, the attacks that I'm getting is just further cementing me in. I'm a Trisha stan, because obviously I can't be in between. I can't be the in-between place of I can see both sides, because some of Trisha haters do not accept that. And I don't know if there's some Trisha haters out there that can like hear me speak about this right now and be like realistically be like, hey, I don't agree with you liking Trisha Paytas, but also someone trying to threaten you about your YouTube channel is messed up. Someone trying to attack you because of this is messed up, because it is messed up. And it goes on both sides. Both sides have their toxic people. Both sides literally have their toxic people. But if I am a Trisha liker, people automatically are like, oh, will you believe everything that Trisha says? You believe everything and this and this and that. And it's like, you guys are seeing it very much black and white, first of all, and it doesn't work like that. I think there are people that are hardcore fans that are like, no matter what she does, she's queen. And there's people that are like, okay, I want to hear what's happening myself. I want to be able to come to my own conclusions. I never went into this saying, oh, this person is morally God. I never went into this situation saying that Trisha Paytas was morally my God and this and this and that. I went into this situation saying that I see people looking at her like, oh my gosh, best person in the world. And I thought that that was toxic because everyone is flawed. Everyone has their own thing, right? I think that it's very much toxic to be like, this person is this and this person is. You're putting people on a pedestal. Specifically, this was a pedestal that she asked for people not to put her on, but y'all still put her on the pedestal. And now you want to take down everyone, every single person. There's people who are Trisha Paytas stans that are Trisha Paytas stans simply because they're like, she is human AF. And that's one thing that you guys, some guys don't necessarily realize. It is so human to make mistakes. It is so human to be someone who has to learn. And I'm not surprised that this person has made a lot of mistakes. I'm not surprised that this person has done things that are not right. I'm not surprised. And all I'm saying is, if someone is showing growth, if someone is showing that they are changing, who am I to be like, nah, you're still forever a piece of crap? And also it reminds me, because I took classes about education and children and whatnot, and one of the things that I have learned is that if you are labeling a child, they start to give into that label. So an example would be when I was younger, my mom would always, call me out of my name, and she'd call me like the devil and stuff like that. And after a while, it was, okay, well, if I'm the devil, then why am I even trying? Why even try to be good if someone's always saying that I'm the devil? People's attitudes put barriers into people actually making consistent changes. Why should Trisha Paytas change to be better if no matter what she does, she's always going to be seen as bad? Why do any of us change to be better? First of all, I think that there are some Trisha haters or Trisha dislikers, right? Because hater is such a strong word. There are people that are like, you know what? I don't like her, but those people over there are doing too much, right? And I could be like, I could come to you in the middle and say, I like her, and I think that some people over there are doing too much. You can't bury the truth. You can't hide what is true. If anything, I think everyone should just put the facts down on the table. We should be able to look at the facts and make our own decision. And at the end of the day, we should come together and be like, I don't necessarily agree with you, but like, if you want to have a conversation, okay. If you don't want to have a conversation, okay. And keep it moving. But it's not that. It's so much hate and it's so much frustration, and I don't really understand for why. I think that people were bored in their original lives. I think people are too bored, okay, for this to be their entirety. Okay, people are they're too bored with life right now. But yeah, I did get heated about it because they're trying to threaten me. Oh, we know what you're doing and this and this and that. And my thing is, if you're going to go and try to threaten me, you might as well go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Much love and positive vibes. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.